Okay, this is going to be your demonstration for using the Design Options tool. If you go up to the question mark and open up the help, you can key in Design Options there. And they have the whole workflow, how to go about doing it, best practices, that's a good one to go to. But the first step we're going to do is create the design option set. So if you create a design option set, a set is this highlighted one. They called it entry and they had 3 options. Then they also had a set called roof and they had 3 options. So the first thing we'll do is create the design option set and we will rename it. So here I am in an empty file, and if I go to manage and I go to design options, I can create a new option set, and I'm going to highlight the name of that one and rename this one to floor plans. So this is going to be a set of floor plan options. So now I've made the floor plans option set. So I can get close. And now I'm ready to do that. All right, so this is an example of how you could use design options. This is just in the Revit help. On this one, they have their building and they've got this rooftop patio. This is called their main model, and there's no cover on the roof terrace. They've got primary options, so they put a roof structure with beams and louvers. So that's primary options. Then they created another option called secondary, and this one has a roof structure made out of brackets and a sunscreen. So that's the main model, the primary option, and the secondary option. All right, I am going to draw part of the model that is not going to change. So for this demonstration, I'm going to place 4 walls in a big square room. Those walls are never going to change. What will change are the options inside. Okay, so that's just part of my main model. Okay, I've got my 4 walls, part of my main model, and now I'm going to create my design options. So go up to the design options and oops, I'll just show you how to start. The set was called floor plans. The primary one is there, and I renamed it so that it would be called empty. I'm going to create another option and rename that one, and I want that to be called 4 rooms. And I'm going to make one more, and I want that one to be called 3 rooms. So I have an empty, 3, and 2. Okay, that's all good. Down here, you can see it's on the main model. So in order to edit that, I'm going to work on the 4 room option first. The walls go grayed out because they're the main model. And this is 4 rooms, so I want to do them this way. Okay, the other option, I'm going to work on it now, 3 room option. And I'm going to do one like that. And one like that. Okay, that's the 3 room option. If I go back to the empty option, that just gives me the room before I have any model parts showing for options. Okay, now we need to set up the views. So the first floor, empty model, I'm going to duplicate it and call this one first floor 4 rooms. I'm going to duplicate that, call it first floor, 3 rooms. Okay. If you click through all the rooms, all the views, they all look the same. So what we have to do is tell it how to present each view. So I'm just going to go over to Visibility Graphics, and in the Design Options tab, for floor plan, first floor, automatic, I'm going to set it to empty. For the 3 rooms view, oops, make sure it's active. I'm going to go to Visibility Graphics and show 3 rooms. And the last one, I want to show 4 rooms. Perfect. I've got a sheet here already, and it came, this one just came with the first floor already on it, right there. So I didn't clean it up, and I should have done that before I went and copied them all. But what I want to do is, is to clip them all and make all the views fixed up. Hold on. All right, so like I said, I need to fix up all the views. Should have done it before I copied them all, but that's a pain. So I went down here and I turned on the crop region and I cropped it close, and this is on the empty or the first floor plan. Down here I've got the main model showing, and I'm just going to turn that crop region off. If I go to the 3rd floor, turn the crop boundary on, I have to do the same thing. Down here it says main model. Don't worry about that. I am working on this view. One more, turn on the crop region, trim it up. And so all of those were showing me the main model down here. Now I'm going to go to my sheet, and there's the first empty option. Then I'm going to put this one on here. And I like to line up that. And that one is the 3-room option. And there's the 4-room option. Clean it all up. Okay, that's how you use design options. If you wanted to show the 3D view with all the same options, what you would do is, we learn slowly, but you'd set the view all up the way you want it. If you needed fine detail level or whatever, maybe you like showing shadows, whatever it is. And then the same routine. So you would duplicate your views, rename them so you know what they are, and go to Visibility Graphics and set the option that you want to see in it. Oops, I didn't make an option set. But you know what I mean for that. So, and then drag and drop those onto here. Again, if you need better explanation of everything, it's all in here. And it's also in the PDF that I put in Brightspace. If you want to annotate your design options or create schedules for each one, you can do that, and set the constraints so that you maybe count all the walls just in one option rather than every option. The workflow is helpful, and that's pretty much it. pretty simple once you get the hang of it. I probably made it look harder than it is. And so here's one where I just went in and set, you know, the floors to, or the walls to be of a nice solid pattern. And then I made 3D views for each one, as well as floor plan views for each one. Turned on shadows and stuff like that and made it all look nice. So that is how to use your design options.